guys, as you can see by the video, we are going to be doing a back to school baddie makeup look, but on a budget. I'm going to be using all drugstore and inexpensive products. So let's get started. So to start off, we're gonna prime our face with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And we're gonna put that, I would say in the places I get more oily, and then spread it out. I've also been trying this new technique. Usually I would use brushes for like foundation or concealer, things like that, but I've been using these little like, they're not powder puffs, but they're just like puffs. I got like a lot of these on Shein and they work perfectly, and I've been liking that way more than my brushes recently. So next we're gonna take the e.l.f. Hydrating Como Concealer. Mine is in the shade medium neutral. So put it under the eye. And on some blemishes I have. Usually I don't put this much concealer if I'm gonna put foundation. Like wait a minute, so then this can like set a bit and it conceals more well. That's what TikTok taught me. Now I'm just gonna pat this under my eye. I'm so glad that e.l.f. made a hydrating camo concealer because the regular camo concealer was so drying for me. Like everyone loved it. And then I'm here like, am I delusional? Like it's drying super quick and it's not blending. So, this one is a yes if you don't like the regular camo. Like lightly pat it. Make sure it's blended because we are not using foundation, but we're using a powder. And you do not want that to look in the areas where you put concealer, so make sure you really blend it. Wow, the middle school days when I did not know how to blend was horrific. We're not gonna talk about it. Now we're gonna take my new favorite like contour stick, the NYX Wonderstick in the shade Universal Light. It has both a highlighter and a contour shade, but I've only been using the contour because it's like the perfect shade. It's not too warm, but it's also not super cool where it looks muddy. I usually do like a line and then a dot. I do the dot because it kind of loses it here, so I kind of bring this up a little bit here. These little lines here and here under my jaw. And I'm gonna dot a little bit on my nose, so like very lightly, because it's gonna be blended out anyways. I don't know if you can see that. For the contour, I'm gonna use a Real Techniques brush and lightly blend it out. I use the brush a little bit and now I'm just blending out the contour on my nose. This is where the magic happens. We're going to use the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation Powder. This is like a holy grail. You have to have it in your makeup collection or whatever. Either this or like the Milani foundation powder. Usually one comes in this compact, but I bought a separate one. You can use a powder puff. So we're just gonna take a lot. And then I pat a little bit on like my inner corner. And then I just drag the rest out like that. So it makes your contour look really natural, because like school lighting is not it. I have times where I'm doing my makeup at home for school. Like I'm gonna go glam today. And then it looks fine at home, and then I go to school and you can put a lot more contour or bronzer than I did, but you do this, you put powder on top, so it kind of blends out more. It looks seamless when you do it this way. Now we're gonna do highlighter. I'm gonna be using the Milani Stellar Lights highlighting palette, and because I have silver jewelry on, I'm gonna be using the shade Pearl. This Milani's highlighters do not disappoint me at all. So we're gonna take it on the highest point of the cheek, above the eyebrow, under, same here on the other side, and inner corners of the eyes, but on Cupid's bow. And I do not recommend dragging your highlight down to your cheek. Please do not do that, please. Some people drag out their highlights here, or their skin just looks a little bit too dewy to the point where it looks oily, and that is not what I go for at all. The oily look is not for me. But I do like a little bit of shine. Usually I put blush before highlight, but I kind of got too into the highlight. We're gonna be using the Wet n Wild Icon Blush in Pinch Me Pink. Dab in that. And lightly dust their face. Do blush up here to like lightly contour in a way. And it kind of brings life. It kind of lifts the eye up a little bit. And I do some on my nose. I hope I'm not like too exposed. Am I too exposed? Or maybe it's my eyesight. Now we're gonna do eyebrows. Apple's camera is really testing me today. So now we're gonna go in with the Insta Elf Brow Pencil. I very lightly go over the sparse areas. My eyebrows are not even, so I have to draw a little bit out here and then a little bit up here for it to look more even. I usually just leave the front part alone. There is some sparseness here, so I'm just gonna color that just a little bit. I'm not sure if this is considered drugstore, but I know it's like in the drugstore section because it's pretty inexpensive. I'm using the Colorpop Liquid Liner, and I'm using the brown one. And we're just gonna do like a little line, kind of doing like halfway of our eye, like up to here. So even though I did this with a liquid liner, you could do the exact same thing with this Wet n Wild brown pencil eyeliner. But I'm gonna be using this under my eyes on my waterline. And then you bring it a little bit in towards the inner corner. Very lightly drag it out from your inner corner. Now, because I want the bronzer, I want to bronze up my face a little bit more, so I'm going to be taking the Revlon Mega Bronzer in 01 Cool and just lightly put that all over where I put the contour stick. Just because I wanted just to show a little bit more. Using this to contour our nose. So I'm just gonna drag it from my eyebrow lightly down towards the blush that I put on earlier. Just like that. Just do it quickly. And then do the same thing on this side. Just drag it down. A little bit over the nose. And try not to dip back into the bronzer, and then just blend it out. So now that we have all of that, I'm going to be using the Make It Last Milani setting spray. This is my favorite. I had to get the big bottle, and I usually do this always before I put mascara or anything like lashes or my lip stuff. Like, I always do this before that. Now, using an eyelash curler, we're gonna curl our lashes. Please be gentle when you curl your eyelashes, please. I don't know how people curl their bottom lashes. Like that is scary. Now I'm gonna use my Holy Grail mascara. This is the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect. It's just the green one. If you see it, it's the green one. Remember, take out the excess, please. But I am so serious about this step. Just trust me, please. Do not skip this step. Now I'm gonna do a little bit up top, bounce. Just like the littlest bit. And then other side. Now we're gonna do the outer edges of our eyes first, and then we're gonna go into the inner corner. The only thing I do say is that if you touch your eyelashes or like if you rub your eye accidentally, it will smudge. That's the only negative about this mascara, that it does smudge. I do not give it back into the case. I'm going to be using the NYX matte lip liner in Moonwalk with this Essence lip gloss. I would tell you the shade, but I use it so much that literally everything rubbed off. So I cannot tell you the shade, but this is the color. Always start in the middle and slightly outline. Since my lips are uneven because I do not have a lip line for some reason, I'm going to make it even. So for here, I would overline a little bit to match my line here. And here, I would overline a little bit to match here. If that makes sense. Fill in your lips with the lip liner on like the corners of your mouth. Taking this Essence lip gloss and then usually I stop here and like go to school. But recently I've been really loving half lashes. Usually I just take my own lashes that I have, cut them in half. You have like 4 pairs of like half lashes that you just put on their outer corner. But I got these on Shein, like those Ioni lashes. You can also cut those in half. Okay, we're using the Duo Lash Glue. This looks like I have like extensions on. I just realized my mom and dad just left. My brother left. What am I eating today? What am I eating? I guess I have to go figure that out. Anyways, but here we have the finished look. Only using drugstore and inexpensive products. Let me know what you think of it down below. So give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and make sure to subscribe because it really helps my channel a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.